ikaw ang pangulo para sa pagbabago. Sawa na ang bayan ko sa magnanakaw na trapo. Madilim na kahapon.
Good morning. Magandang umaga. May buntag kaninyong tanan. This morning we'll have 1 hour pagbabago program up to 8 o'clock in the morning, and this program is actually it is supported and
Albert Cayon,
by our pagbabago volunteers like Albert Cahayon, Ibno Ferrer, Ibno Turabin, John Feliciano, Ed Ferrer, Atty. Tungo Climaco, and yours truly, retired Colonel Rex Mirabiti. Good morning, Ed. We're glad that you arrived, and we are waiting for other volunteers to come over in this program.
good morning, Alina Anuling kun Attorney Tongo Climaco, Attorney Yab Gotong, good morning kuntigo li. Happy birthday kun ese dito yung uban ali si Jenny. Good morning tamen kun Ibnu Turabin, Alina Buena Kapok. Good morning tamen kun Albert Cahayon, kun June Feliciano. Good morning. So, I hope bin mucho tauwi kun este programa pagbabago ali na Basilan. Congratulations kali kun el Basilan Steel. Yaga na sila game 1 del kundi huga sila kontra el Davao Occidental Championship aquí na southern part of the Philippines. Si gana sila kun ese game 3 luego, sila huga kun el quien queda champion na north part of the Philippines, el Tahuga, el San Juan pati el Makati. Quien gana diyan na dos, quien también gana con el Davao Occidental pati el Basilan Steel, amo huga championship na MPBL. Amo congratulations.
So, panalo sila sa Isabela, no?
Panalo sila doon sa Davao, game 1. Then natalo sila sa Lamitan,
I see.
game 2. So game 3 will be back in Davao.
I see. So,
It will be this afternoon.
Congratulations to our players from Isabela.
Jim Hataman to Mujib Hataman to Hedjem Purigay, the manager of the team.
But anyway, Ed will take up some important issues this morning, national and local issues. Well, initially, all radio stations and TV stations throughout the world are talking about coronavirus or COVID-19, di ba?
Because of the word pandemic.
Pandemic.
Because when you say the word pandemic, makamiedo ko na si pandemic, kay quiere decir, tan spread niya si around the world, no hay pa medisina.
Correct. And there are 114 countries affected. In fact, Europe now is becoming the epicenter of this epidemic. Spain is already affected.
That is the biggest problem that we are facing here in the Philippines, Rex. Is concerning that coronavirus. No hay kita mga testing kits. Aki na Zamboanga, do you have any?
There is a study that one of the preventive measures or sabi natin gamot ay yung virgin coconut oil, which is still under experimental. Maybe that could be. Anyway, throughout the world, everybody, all nations or countries are trying to conduct study on how to produce a vaccine against this.
According to some experts, the vaccine will reach mga after 6 months pa. They cannot yet, that's why it is called pandemic. Por eso may makamiedo sa palabra pandemic.
Yeah.
Quiere decir, it is spreading without effective medicine pa.
Correct. Up to now, they have not discovered any antibiotics for this coronavirus.
Maski nakikanato na Zamboanga, tamirayo, bin makamiedo kayo. if ever there will be one who will be infected, na chiplabin man natin si Mantapon, including the wife of the Canadian Prime Minister,
Yes,
is already infected with this virus. Na LNBA gani, na Amerika, Rex. Ya para LNBA, por kasa kay Cherry player, Chini de siyempre data.
well, actually, President Duterte passed a proclamation number 92 to avoid crowded areas
Distancing.
and to adopt the DOH countermeasures about washing of hands, about this social distancing. Even in churches, no, they do not allow anymore that holy word or to be
Dahil because
used by,
you
by
see the spread of the virus in Korea started doon sa church. There was a
So,
pastor
anyway, locally speaking, in Zamboanga, starting tomorrow, there will be no more cockfighting for the time being. Because that is the place where people...
That is the areas where people really converge.
In fact, for the past week, there were thousands of retirees, pensioners who converged in the Zamboanga City from Basilan, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, and Zamboanga. And actually, ang nangyari dito, that was actually a violation of the proclamation. But anyway, ang nangyari, thousands of retirees were here. And it was only today that the physical inventory is suspended for the meantime. And good morning, Ebs. We're happy
Good morning,
that,
Mr. Ibno Turabin.
Ibno Turabin, our...
Bueno kaya liga.
Yes, good morning, gentlemen. I'm very, very sorry really, no? Because of Basilan times, medyo na-busy tayo, no? Anyway, magandang umaga, Ed, Kuya Rex, good morning. Lalo
morning,
na doon sa
Ebs.
mga masugid nating taga-pakinig, no? Yung mga farmers natin. At meron akong babatiin isang kaibigan. Nakikinig pala sa atin si Dr. Ani Alvarez, yung may-ari ng Ferndale International School. Nakikinig pala sa atin siya, no? Si Ma'am?
She was one time, I think, in Brunei.
Yeah.
She was the, parang one of the presidents of these schools there in Brunei.
In Brunei, yes. I think she
Was there.
spent about 10 years there. After UZ. Siya kasi ang parang administrator ng Zamboanga colleges noon, Ed, no?
Yeah, I was waiting for you since last week pa. Dala-dala ko na yan.
Ganon.
Kasi I promised you.
Yeah, hindi ko na ilagay dito. Anyway.
Never mind. You
Sa-
don't have to put anything there.
No.
What, kanina, before you arrived, you did not hear, I was congratulating Basilan for the winning game 1 of the
Sabila.
Southern Championship.
Ngayon, tie na sila, tie.
Tie, 1-1. The
1-1.
championship will be this afternoon
Ngayon na.
in Davao.
Really, best of, ano yan? Best of
Best of 3.
Best of 3. So, okay, no? Hopefully, ang Basilan, mananalo. But anyway,
I just do not understand where did they get the Basilan steel.
yeah, because, Basi, for all you know, no? Ang meaning ng Basi kasi is
Steel.
Iron. Basi. Land, of course, land. Basilan, island. So, yun, doon nila kinuha yun.
Yung
Basi.
steel. Doon ako na naguguluhan sa steel. Pero alam ko yung mga player galing maluso, sumisip.
Basi is, iron.
Steel.
Steel.
Sa yakan.
Tausug, yakan, sama.
Okay.
Three,
Nandito si
lang.
Boy. Nandito si Mr. Jalani.
Yes.
Welcome. Mr. Sunny Boy.
Dumadami tayo. Ha?
Sunny Boy.
So, again, I'm happy that I'm back. No? After how many Saturdays, Kuya Rex? Yata ako nawala eh.
Mga
Last
poor.
Saturday, wala tayo kasi they were renovating the office.
Ganun. Kaya ako nagulat
Last
eh.
Saturday wala.
I thought I got lost. Kasi pag nakita ko din sa dulo, sa gitna, sarado eh.
Yeah.
Sila
But
po
anyway,
ni...
Sunny Boy, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Colonel Rex. kaibigan din natin si Ibs, lalo na si Ed. Magandang umaga po sa inyo. Magandang umaga rin sa ating mga tagapakinig. Hindi lang po dito sa Zamboanga City, pero throughout the world through Facebook. Magandang umaga and a pleasure good morning again to everyone.
Well, before we proceed, I would like to greet our friends in Lamitan, retired Colonel Jimmy Ortiga, a 9-year former councilor of Lamitan City, with his wife Vicky Ortiga, also a 3-termer councilor of Lamitan, and of course my brother-in-law Arnold Mateo and other in-laws there in Lamitan and friends, and also our friend from Pagadan, former auditor Elias Armantos. Good morning to all of you and to all our listeners and viewers of this program. Anyway, Ebs, we would like to know your travel for the past month. I think related to organic farming. That is very important issue. Aside
Yes.
from coronavirus, I think this is equally important, no? Itong agriculture on organic farming.
Yes, Kuya Rex. Actually, galing ko lang from Arakan town, no?
Where is that Arakan?
North Cotabato.
I see.
May kaibigan ako, it's a lady friend, no? Ang ganda ng farm niya, Ed, no? Palagay ko, one of these days, kung may time tayo, we will visit that farm. Ang ganda talaga, no? I cannot imagine na isang babae, no? Lumaki sa urban center, tapos pupunta sa bundok. Tapos sa bundok talaga yung farm niya. 6.8 hectares. In almost 1 year, ang ganda ng ano niya, organic. At saka hinaluan niya ng mga flowers. You see? Business entrepreneur ang babaeng yun. So anyway, that's only one of my visits, no? But of course, aside from organic, itong Basilan Times natin, no?
Yeah.
We would like to bridge connectivity kasi, no? Ang purpose ko dyan actually is magkaroon ng connectivity. Yung entire Mindanao ba? Kung hindi man tayo makapunta sa malayong lugar, through Basilan Times, no? We become aware kung anong nangyayari halimbawa sa Butuan, sa Surigao, sa Davao, sa Mati, sa Tagum. In the same manner, yung mga tao doon, malalaman din nila na hindi lang pala Abu Sayyaf sa Basilan, no? A lot of things are happening in Basilan na magaganda. In fact, nagulat sila na ito lang daw ang newspaper, walang ipapublish, walang i-report about crimes, violence, about political intrigues and all this. Kundi yung mga magagandang nangyayari lang sa area. Ito lang ipapublish natin dito sa Basilan Times. Kaya yan, Kuya Rex, naging busy ako
So this
for
is
the last 2
Not
to 3
Basilan
months.
Times,
Yeah.
not just for Basilan, but Mindanao.
Mindanao-wide na ito, ang circulation nito, no? Kaya we are inviting everybody, yung mga magagaling sumulat, no? Sumulat naman kayo dyan at ipadala nyo sa Basilan Times.
Are
Bigyan
you
natin
accepting
ng-
now columns?
Ha?
Are you accepting now columns? Mga
Yes.
opinions?
News, yung Zamboanga, halimbawa. Good news lang, wag lang intrigues.
Bakit man?
We do not publish gossips ba? Yung mga intriga ba?
Gossips,
Kuya Rex?
not gossips, but news, let's just say,
Yung mga magagandang
mga-
balita ba? Yung
Well,
mga unsung
actually,
heroes, no?
bad news are also news,
Yeah.
but not gossips.
Basta news back up by evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Factual ba?
Yes,
Diba?
yes.
Factual.
Kasi yung mga intrigues, yung mga gossips, yung mga crimes, violence, may mga national dailies na tayo dyan nagka-handle, no? Kung sumali pa tayo dyan, yung mga dapat i-publish, dapat malaman ng mga tao, yung mga ordinary farmers, fishermen, may mga exceptional accomplishments sa buhay, yun ang dapat i-highlight natin. Yun ang dapat ibalita at malaman ng mga tao na marami palang magagandang bagay sa Niboy nangyayari, no? So yun ang naisip ko na bigyan natin ng pansin para maging daan for others to emulate, to follow yung mga magagandang halimbawa nila. That's actually yung nasa isip ko.
Well, actually, that is a very good scheme. No? But anyway, maybe later on, people want also to know bad news, but factual, di ba? Like crime incidents, corruption committed by public officials. as long as it is factual, not gossips, not true gossips or chismis, I think that will come later, no?
Mapag-usapan yun.
To have your news complete ba?
Yeah.
Bad,
Because
ugly, beautiful and ugly news.
We have our editorial board, no? We always discuss it. Ako, publisher lang ako, ang nagde-decide niyan, yung editorial board, no?
But anyway,
Minsan
maybe later on
pumapasok.
they can decide to publish both news, good and bad.
Sunny Boy.
What is the latest in Tituan, Sunny Boy? Do we have already an area for our police
Station?
there?
In fact,
What is the latest
last
development?
regular session, we brought this concern to our Sangguniang barangay members. But just the same, the ball is in the hands of our city government. Bakit? Kasi nasa kanila yung pera eh. What we did, we just submitted our offers. In fact, as I said many times, that we already submitted 2 offers for them to consider. But up to now, still, ang problema kasi yung pagbili ng lupa. We cannot construct anything without the land, without the lot to be purchased by the
Well,
city
that is
government.
common sense.
Yeah.
You cannot construct anywhere. But anyway, what is important here is the initiative of everybody.
Yes.
The initiative of the barangay official of Tituan, the initiative of the police to look for a lot because they know better than anybody as far as the area is concerned, di ba? And the city government should acquire the lot later on. So, everybody's initiative is needed. The barangay officials, the police should coordinate with the city officials, particularly with the city administrator's office, so that money is not a problem there. We are fifth richest city in the country, according to them. What is 10 to 20 million? That is
May
very...
pera eh.
Kaya nga,
May pera.
if we can spend 200 million for the asphalt overlay, ito lang lutin na worth 20 million, di makuha. I think what is needed is the initiative of people, particularly the police station, the police city director, the barangay officials to look for a lot so that they can recommend to the city government. The moment there is a lot, you have selected and recommend for purchase by the city government, and the city government will remain adamant or sabi natin na still inactive, we'll file a case against them. Because the policy of the national government is for the local government unit to provide the lot, and the national government through the PNP will construct the building.
Ako but Rex, according to a friend of mine who is who is aware about what is happening in the city, he told me the city do not want to spend the money because the deposit, the bank give the mayor something, mga 50 million daw a year, if they will not spend the money. According to a friend of mine, that friend of mine is very influential. I don't know if it is true, but it is good that we will talk about this here on radio so that the people can try to analyze if it is true or not.
Well, actually, that is an old issue, no? That is long time before. In fact, according to information, somebody is getting around 40 to 50 million
A year,
out
because of the deposits, hindi
Because
ginagastos.
the money that we deposited in bank will not sleep there. They will send it to other provinces,
Yeah,
cities
they
for
will
loan,
try
di
to
ba?
make business
And in
out of it.
return, they get 8 to 10%
Mga 3
interest.
billion money we do not spend. Why? Why will a city not spend the money? That is not their own money.
In fact, in other cities, they even get loans for development, di ba?
Ang mga ibang city, marami pang utang.
But anyway, what is your observation, Ebs, no? The latest procedure now in Isabela under the mayor of Isabela, who is your daughter.
Yeah, actually, it's by accident of history na naging mayor ang anak ko, no?
But
Because,
the news is that very good.
Yeah, actually,
Sobra pa sa good.
With due respect, of course, I have to acknowledge, no, na a lot of things are happening in Isabela City. Maraming magagandang
It is
bagay.
very nice if you become a mayor of a certain place and the past mayor was not doing anything, so anything you will do will be appreciated.
Actually, hindi lang, Ed, hindi lang past mayor. past mayors.
Past mayors, yeah.
Ang daming
Past mayors.
nagpalit pa
Kung
rin.
hindi ginagawa ng anything and then you are a new mayor and whatever you do will be appreciated.
Maraming mga for the first time na nangyayari sa Isabela City.
Oh, yeah.
We do not have to go into details. Basta yung mga gustong malaman kung anong nangyayari, you really have to see for yourself, no?
I
Go
always
to
go
Isabela and ask people. Magugulat ka, ang daming bago nangyayari. Na
Kasi
yung iba,
The
hindi-
previous mayors have not done anything.
Not only in Isabela, even in other cities na hindi nagagawa, no? Nagagawa sa Isabela.
Yeah.
I think
Yes. Marami.
there is a need for
hindi masyado maganda kung ako
So,
ang
congratulations,
magsasalita.
Ibno,
Being the
ha?
father, no?
Congratulations.
I just would like to challenge everybody to go to Isabela and ask people there, anong pagbabago, anong pagkakaiba.
That's why our program is very good, pagbabago.
Yeah.
I think there is a need,
Angkop na angkop
there is a
doon
need
sa-
for our local officials, with due respect, to go to.
Isabela.
You do not need to go to far-flung cities. Just go to Isabela and Sibugay. They will see the difference in development. Isabela City is just very near, a matter of 30 minutes. Sibugay is just there after Tiktapol. You can see the development in Sibugay. The roads there are 4 lanes and constructed very durable. Unlike here in Zamboanga, yung sa sa bypass road, the canal is in the middle like bibingka. Like a private part of an animal. Nasa gitnang daan, na nagsag yung dalawang lanes di ba? So ang kanal nasa gitna na instead of sa side. Then aggravated by itong shoulder na weak ang pundasyon, nagsag din parang pakpak na nabali, pakpak na manok, pakpak na ibon. So how can they accept that project later on? There is a need for total reconstruction. You have to demolish everything and put new filling materials so that it will not sag, it will not sink. That is the status of. But you go to Sibugay, I tell you, even market of farm to market roads are like highways. Very durable ang construction. That's why I said, what is the difference between the engineers of Zamboanga and the engineers of that class municipality? You see? Something is wrong. We have civil engineers here with your respect. Doon sa kanila, they have common sense engineers. Common sense engineers karamihan doon. Like in Banawi. Banawi 2,000 years ago, they do not have engineers, but they have engineers, common sense engineers. Yung nakabahag lang. They can make mountain, they can make itong rice field in a mountain just like what Ibno is doing in Binakapok. Di ba? The barren
Organic
place
farming.
in Binakapok is now a very progressive vegetable garden and flower garden. You should learn.
May nagpunta doon na pasyal-pasyal. Sabi niya, sir, paano kayo nag-grow ng magagandang lettuce? Itong lupa ninyo, yung soil ninyo, is a dead soil. Sabi ko, yes. Sabi ko, that's what technology means. Ang pagkakaiba ng farmers natin dito at saka sa Japan, sa Europe, technology. Wala tayong technology dito. Kaya ang farmers natin dito mahirap. Farmers sa Japan, farmers sa Europe, America, silang mayayaman. So something is wrong somewhere. Yun ang dapat natin hanapin. Saan napunta yung somewhere? Yung somehow. Diba?
Merong
Yun
somewhere.
hanapin natin.
Ebs, merong somewhere. Somewhere, my love. Somewhere, my love.
Kulang tayo dyan, Kuya Rex. Kulang.
Anyway, as you said, we are going back to square one, back to organic farming, which we have been doing, I think, 50 years ago. I have learned farming, organic farming when I was a small boy. And what you said, you are returning back the wisdom, your wording, your
natural
praise.
farming. Ito kasi ang namin na parang slogan. Natural organic farming belongs to the wisdom of the old. Let's bring it back to the future.
Less chemical.
So, we are actually returning to,
No chemical.
we are returning to tawag nito, to zero, no?
Yeah.
Which was proven to be very effective. Noong araw, walang abono, walang spray, ha? We just let the grass rot And that serves as fertilizer.
Yun ang ibabalik natin. Kasi, ano yun walang gastos, Ed.
Yeah, I understand. Organic farming to me is very, very good. Especially kung kumakain ka ng mga products, kung halimbawa, I will tell you, let's talk in Chabacano, repolyo. If you will eat repolyo, very dangerous because they spray in everything.
3 days before
Tapos
harvest.
tapas el ohas. Da si komento ko na isi.
The chemical will be stuck.
Yeah, it's stuck inside. But then, sa organic farming, wala yan. Wala kang matatakot. You don't be afraid of anything.
You can spray organic pesticide. Di ba?
Yeah.
Meron,
Yeah,
you are
yes,
producing
meron.
organic
Kasama
pesticides.
po yun
Organic.
Aside from organic fertilizer,
Yeah.
meron kayong spray na pesticides, no?
Kasi natatakot ako kumain ng repolyo. Alam ko. Pero kung galing sa organic farm, I will.
Pag galing sa Eat Farm 101, wala kang bida.
So, sa Tituan, going back to Tituan, what is the progress of our clearing operations there, Sunny Boy?
Patuloy po yung ating clearing operation. In fact, we will be requesting the support of the city government. Alam niyo yung UC area na yun, araw-araw mo huhulihin. Araw-araw nandoon naman yung mga motorcycle. In fact, every time we conduct the clearing operation, nasusort na yung aming yung citation tickets. Napilitan na lang kami maghinto kasi maubos na. Then the following day, nandoon na naman. Balikan mo bukas, nandoon pa rin. So, what we think of, we ask for the support of the city government, especially yung towing vehicle nila. Hilahin na lang yun kasi for them, yung citation ticket is good only for 200 pesos. At hindi mo ito maramdaman pagka hindi ka nag-renew by next year. So, you will only feel it by next year pa. Kasi doon mo na yan makikita na ang dami mo na palang citation.
But anyway, that area is considered cleared area.
Yes.
What is needed is implementation. But there are areas there that are still planted to ornamental
Yeah.
flowers and enclosed with hollow blocks. What is the status of those?
Again,
Are they really
Yeah.
that strong-willed to violate the law or what?
Again, I brought this during our regular session. In fact, I read your letter coming from the Pagbabago.
That was a letter complaint
Yes,
to
complaint
the ombudsman.
Copy furnished to the Sangguniang Barangay, to the barangay chairman of Tetuan. In fact, we noticed there that in Alfaro and Alfarcatan regarding that ornamental plants in the sidewalk. So again, I reiterated that we have to clear it. We have to talk with the owners of those ornamental plants. Otherwise, we will be the one, tayo na kako, will be the one who will do the clearing of that area. Not only that, including yung vulcanizing shop.
Yeah, marami dyan sa Alfaro.
Sa sidewalk.
Yeah. And the third one is about the police station.
Yeah.
So all of these three concerns, we'll discuss during our
Anyway, ang observation ko dito sa Palkatan and other areas, sir, matigas yung violators or mahina ang ating barangay officials. Dalawa lang yun. Dalawa lang. Either matigas ang violators or mahina ang ating implementation.
Well,
Di ba? Either of dito.
your guess is
Pero Rex, there is also one building in going to Kabatangan. Occupied ang sidewalk lahat. They have not done anything.
And yet, during the validation, sa mga got 90%. I don't know where they get the 90%
Going to
average.
Kabatangan.
90%.
Concrete is the entire sidewalk occupied by concrete. Pero hanggang ngayon, nothing has been done. Kaya nga, eksakto yung sinabi ni Rex. Either malakas ang violator, mahina ang barangay, yun.
Or implementors. Or
Or I don't know if there is a law for him to construct the fence on top of the sidewalk.
Actually, halos lahat ng barangay sa Giwan, the same. In Tumaga, pareho lang. I really cannot understand. No? Why in other cities, they can enforce the law strictly. Bakit dito sa Zamboanga hindi? What do you think, Ibs? In Isabela, kayang-kaya nila. Bakit sa Zamboanga hindi
alam mo
kaya?
na, under the table yan, Kuya Rex. Ako simple lang. Kung willing sila mag-violate ng law, malaki ang dahilan nila. At kung willing din yung mga barangay officials, i-tolerate, i-allow yun, din malaki din ang dahilan nila. And there is only one simple reason for that. And that's under the table arrangement. Walang iba.
Oh.
Hindi ba?
Kaya nga,
Kahit it does not take a Harvard graduate.
I hope yung okay, yung what is happening in Kabatangan, I hope they will write something on the wall. What is the decision? They will put the announcement on the wall kung ano ang decision nila.
Yeah.
Because the concrete fence is on top of the sidewalk.
Anyway, that is under Kabatangan Barangay, no?
I have one observation. I think it is the mentality, yung bang ningas kugong na parang implementation. Every time you conducted the road clearing, itong mga vulcanizing naman natatanggal eh.
Pero bumabalik.
Pag bukas ka makalawan, nandoon na naman. Yun ang naging kumbaga, yung kasi napapansin nila, after conducting a road clearing for one day, perhaps, yung bang hindi na nasusundan for how many days. While unlike doon sa UC kasi palagi namin binabalikan yun. So yun na lang siguro yung talagang dapat consistent tayo sa ating implementation of the road clearing.
Itong talking of vulcanizing shop, confiscate yung mga kanila doon, mga vulcanizing materials. Because without that, they cannot violate the law. They do not have license. They do not have business permit. But there are those vulcanizing shop given the business permit, but their area is supposed to be inside the store. But how can they do the vulcanizing work there? So they have to go to the sidewalk. And if that is the case, I think the law enforcement can confiscate their
Meron pa rin kasing kung baga loophole Every time you confiscate yung mga halimbawa, yung mga mesa o kayang nagtitinda mismo
yung
sa
vulcanizing machine,
pagka na-confiscate yan, dadalhin yan sa city o kaya doon sa barangay, then they would just go to the city government and pay the citation. At binabalik naman.
Confiscate again, forbida. Kagdalit niyan, di ba, Ebs?
Yun sinabi ko.
There must be consistency.
Yeah,
The problem with us Filipinos, we are consistently inconsistent.
Yun ang
I agree with you, Kuya Rex. In fact, kung ako yan, hindi ko na talaga ibabalik. Hindi.
Yeah.
I
Bakit mo
will not
ibalik?
return it. Ganun lang kasimple yun. Di ba?
Tama.
Bakit mo ibabalik? Ibabalik niya doon, itatayo niya ulit.
That's why si Isko Moreno is doing so well.
Yeah.
Yung ginagawa ni Isko sa Manila.
Political will ang kailangan.
Yun. Political
Yeah.
will.
Dapat may political will ka. Kung ang tapang ng violators, ako sinabi ko yan sa Basilan noon, yung mga leaders noon. Kung ang tapang ng violators, 100, gagawa ng mali, ako gagawa ng tama at 1,000 ang tapang ko. Dapat ganun ang leader. Kung takot ka sa violator, leader ka, huwag ka maging leader. You don't have business becoming a leader. Kung takot ka sa violator. Kung takot ka sa mga masasamang tao. Ikaw mabuti ka. You are guaranteed paradise ang dating mo. Tapos, matatalo ka ng taong pupunta sa impyerno. Mali yun. Kung ang tapang nung masamang tao 100 dapat sa'yo, bilang mabuti, bilang leader, dapat 1,000 ang tapang mo. Yun ang dapat.
Tama yan, Ebs, no? Anyway,
So Rex, I hope we'll talk again about this coronavirus. This is a pandemic. You know, the word pandemic is a very alarming word. It means to say it is spreading without medicine. No
kaya
medicine.
nga, there are countermeasures. Like, for example, physically, mayroong recommended measures ang DOH, no? You wash your hands, maintain personal hygiene. But internal measures are equally important by strengthening your immune system through ano bang kinakain. Sabi ng kano, Filipinos eating grass, but they are as strong as carabaos and cows. You see?
Pero ang problema dito sa atin, entire Philippines I think, no, wala tayong mga testing equipment. How do we know na there are people already infected when you do not have any testing equipment? So that is the thing that the
Well,
government
that is good, no? But
must
if a fellow is strong, there's no need to test. Di ba? But this testing kits are very, very important for those people who are affected. But if you're strong and physically strong, no need to test. Di ba? So, you eat vegetables, you eat enough fruits, and these fruits are available. What are these fruits? Fruits that are eaten by mga crow, by mga monkey. Why are they very strong? They just eat papaya, banana, guabano, ano pa? Yung tisa, atis, bayabas, yun ang guaba. They are strong. They ate these people who eat yung talbos ng kamote, talbos ng tangkong, talbos ng palaya, kalamunggay. These are foods that will strengthen your immune system.
You know, in the television, I have a companion. He is Dr. Cesar Climaco Jr. He have one advice. I hope everybody will be listening. Bale, dito sa atin, because we have sunlight is okay, you go to sunlight 20 minutes a day. Amo si advice di Dr. Cesar Climaco Jr.
Well, actually, kung naman yun i-version ka naman ng common sense, di ba? Sunbathing is very important.
20 minutes a day.
Followed by enough rest, exercise, then the food that you eat, and of course, yung self-confidence ba, na you are strong. If you feel you're strong, you are. If you feel you're weak, you are weak. Di ba, Ebs?
Well, ako, before ako pumunta dito, alas 5 pa lang, nag-jogging na ako. Maniwala ka, 38 rounds sa likod ng bahay ko.
How many
Everyday
steps?
yun.
How many steps?
Uh,
I have steps.
Oh. Kalahating oras yun.
Good.
Sa
Siguro
likod ng
mga
bahay. 38 rounds.
2,500 steps.
See? More than. More than.
Anyway, ang recommended ng mga
10,000
expert,
a day.
10,000.
you just do an exercise of not less than 30 minutes. Walking is the best exercise. Brisk walking. 30 minutes a day, that will...
Mga
Yung mga mild,
2,500.
Yan ang
especially to
ginagawa ko.
the senior citizens.
Actually, 45 minutes eh.
Yeah.
Every day, 45 minutes.
Walking in...
Sunny boy. How do you
Sunny Boy is still a junior. He is not yet a senior.
Hindi, ano na rin senior na rin Kaya lang, I agree yung dapat talaga yung self-confidence natin Dapat talaga wag tayo yung kumbaga dapat malakas yung kumpiyansa natin and of course dapat din physically fit tayo.
Ako, Rex,
Mahalaga.
Rex, actually, I brought this matter out because I want to tell you para sabihin mo doon kasi ang health officer is Mirabite. You tell her to demand for testing equipment.
Well, actually, that is nationwide problem. Not only nationwide, but worldwide. Yung mga testing kits, even in Europe, they are complaining. Even in US,
How
they are
will you
complaining.
know?
They lack testing kits.
How will you know that you have the coronavirus when there is no testing kits?
For so, this problem is not only local, but national and international. I think they are not producing these kits, no? But anyway, ang importante lang naman dito, yung scanner, no? Thermal gun scanner. High-tech na ito. Yung scanner, high-tech na. Sabi nila, malalaman kung pisot ka o hindi sa scanner. Ha? I tell you.
Alcohol.
Thermal scanner ba? But anyway, there is really need to have all this, yung materials for testing.
Kahit alcohol. Nagharap kami kagabi ng alcohol. Walang alcohol sa mga farmasya. Can you imagine that? Hindi lang testing.
According to Duterte, the one selling alcohol now cannot sell more than 2 bottles to one buyer.
That is the
according to
That is
Duterte.
the procedure, but are they following that? Are they implementing that? The president has a very good plan for everybody. But anyway, itong kuan naman, no? Itong virus naman, hindi lang naman sabi natin na from yung nakahawa na. Right here in Zamboanga City, we have so many virus. You go around. Pag nakaamoy ka ng baho, may virus yun, di ba? Simple as that. Basura, may virus yan.
Ang problema ng Rex, there are a lot of virus, but the other virus have already the medicine. Itong coronavirus ang walang medisina. Wala pang gamot.
Yeah,
That's why
they are
it is called
experimenting.
pandemic.
Ang ibig sabihin ni Kuya Rex, may ibang klaseng virus na hindi nagagamot. Di ba?
Now, we have the President issued proclamation number 92. Yung mga crowd, to avoid crowded areas ba? In fact, even cockpits now, they are saying na we cannot hold cockpits fighting mo na. In fact, Apes, no, for the last week, since Monday, thousands of pensioners and retirees from Basolta, Sambosolta, were here in Zamboanga City. We were crowding there in Batalya for 2 days for physical inventory. Now, the proclamation was reserved yesterday, and they announced that the physical inventory is postponed to later date. Mabuti kami nakatapos kami kahapon. You know that physical inventory, as if you are a new retiree, you submit all the papers that you have submitted before 20 years ago. You can just imagine that. Foolishness ba? But anyway, there are people who are ghost retirees, but this is the doing of people in Kamkrami, yung mga unscrupulous personnel ba. And now, the legitimate retirees are the ones suffering. You can just imagine.
Yeah. Actually, matagal na yan eh.
Tagal
yung
na.
mga retirees na namatay na. At tumatanggap pa rin. Pero sinong kumukuha? Yung mga taong katrabaho doon sa Krami.
Correct.
Kasi may nangyari yan noon. The father, no read, no write. So, nagpan lang, thumb mark. So, what did the children did? When the father died, they cut the finger used to stamp. They put it on a preservative. Na every time the pension arrives, kinukuha yung kasi thumb mark lang man.
But now, physical inventory every year.
Na-suspect na yung yung pensioner. Nagpadala ng intelligence na. Sabi niya, kunin mo na yung dedo ni Papangali sa kadaw para as a thumb mark.
Pero ngayon, hindi na pwede kasi physical inventory. If you're a pensioner, you have to appear once a year in the office. Your pictures will be taken, yung mga new pictures. Now, if you're disabled, the team will go to your house and find out whether it is true that you are... But anyway, itong ghost naman, in other provinces, mayroon tayong ghost teachers, no? Mayroon pang ghost schools. Ay, tilyo. Ha? Ghost teachers, ghost schools.
Is there really true, Rex?
That
With
is
ghost school?
in the province of I think Lanao Sur or Lanao Norte, no?
Ghost school?
Schools. So, magkano pirang maintenance dyan? Malaki.
Tawi-tawi, actually, meron. Secondary, no? High school.
Ghost.
Ghost,
Yeah,
no?
under arm noon before, no? Pag upo ni Mujib, saka na-discover.
Correct. I think that was discovered during the time of Mujib. Yung mga
Discovered.
ghost schools,
Ghost school.
Lanao provinces.
I think I heard about ghost teachers, but
Yeah.
this is my first time
Ghost
to hear
schools.
about ghost school.
Meron ganing ghost policemen eh. Ghost retirees, ghost pensioners. Daming ghost, no? Ghost. But anyway, itong kan naman as far as
Pero dito sa pagbabago, wala silang ghost.
itong trabaho natin dito sa pagbabago,
Dati kasi inaalaw yan.
Yun.
itong sa atin dito, no, with your respect or modest aside, this is purely public service, no. That's why we are just implementing yung campaign ni President Duterte for the taxpayers to be assertive of their rights and obligations as citizens of the Republic.
Don't forget ang 888.
That is the reason why we have been doing this, we have been implementing this by making complaints to Ombudsman, to the Office of the Presidential Complaint Center against public servants who are lousy in the performance of their duties. And Actually, all our letters we sent to Attorney Panilo and even to the PCC, we received
Answer.
response. Sa PCC, we furnished a copy to the PCC. I received a letter from Commissioner Bihilka, the chief of this PCC, that they took note of our complaint about this bypass road. And I think last week, Attorney Lona was here, no, who conducted inspection there. And the only thing there is that he was brought to an area where the road is quite good, not to the defective roads in Kolyanan and Longsoran.
Palagay ko, ito, tayo lang dito may grupo ganyan, no? Yung
The only group in Zamboanga
all
na
over the
pagbabago,
country.
all over the country. I
Tayo
don't
lang
know.
meron yan.
All over the country.
Tayo lang ang gumagawa niyan. You see? Talagang officially, legally, nireklamo natin eh. Di ba?
Lately, wala ka pang signature dito sa isang complaint ni Rex.
Tapos na.
Tapos
Hindi, may
na.
pinirmahan ako nung isang araw. Kahapon lang yata.
Well, actually, the Pabago volunteers have filed a case before the Office of the Ombudsman.
Dalawa
against-
kayo walang signature dito.
Tapos na lahat yan.
Tapos na. Okay na. Yung sa...
Yung sa Water District, there was, I think we have filed 2 cases. Against the CSWD, yung mga mentally deranged people roaming around, ito mga mendicants, there is already a case filed against the chief of the CSWD, against the city administrator, mayroon na, against the DPWS, dalawa, against yung sa CNR, yung o CNR officer, yung in charge sa solid waste management, you have just signed. We are sending that to the Ombudsman. This is a great help to the President and to the Mayor because the President and the Mayor cannot supervise everybody, di ba? So with the support and cooperation of the consciences, we are helping the government.
Alam mo, Ed, nung makita ko pirmado na ninyo lahat, hindi ko na binasa. I will sign it without thinking. Kasi pirmado na ninyo lahat eh. Ako lang hindi nakapirma.
Tauwi to ni Jun. Tonggi.
Well, actually, si Atty. Tunggo ngayon,
Is in Anoling.
he is now on the mountainous mountain. He is on top of the mountainous mountain.
Yeah. Anoling.
A mountain that is mountainous. Sa Anoling. He is monitoring this program. No? So, attorney, happy trip and good luck. You're on top of the mountainous mountain. But anyway, itong going back to virus, no? Itong coronavirus. Mayroon provision yung yung crowded areas. I think the only business that is really applying this is where only 2 persons are allowed to get inside, motel.
I think
Limited only to 2. More than 2 you cannot get inside.
Alam mo Rex, in my mind, the most problematic,
The safest.
yung Olympic ba sa Tokyo, it might be postponed. Yun ang problematiko kasi those people who were trained, imagine they have trained for 4 years.
Pero,
Tapos hindi matutuloy.
but the situation demands that it has to be postponed. But anyway, I think the Japanese government has
They
made
do
a
not want to
declaration that
postpone.
it will postpone. That is according to the information. But anyway, it's up for the participating countries whether they will send their
Sino pa kita boxer di
athletes.
na Zamboanga?
Kaya
Si Martial.
kahit na Ed matuloy yung Olympic, pero kung ang participating countries will not send their athletes, no, you cannot force the issue. Di ba? Ed,
Imagine
Ed,
even the NBA.
Yeah, yun ang problema. Siguro, manageable yun. Kung mga athletes lang, kaya yun eh. Kaya i-handle.
Pero kung walang manunood, paano mo mabawi yung
Hindi na bale.
malaking gastos ng Japan
Televised
doon?
na lang, di ba?
Anyway, going back to President Duterte, no, we are supportive to the campaign of the President because I think President Duterte is one of the presidents who has that resolute confidence in what he is doing. He is a true leader because before he decides something, he has thought it out and he is willing to die for it. And he does not withdraw from his position because of criticism. Take the case of BFA. Di ba? He abrogated the
But
BFA.
I was worried, Rex, when I heard Sarah spoke in favor of the ABS-CBN.
Hindi, sandali lang, tapusin natin mo ng BFA. No? Yung BFA, abrogated by President Duterte. And even the Senate President
Question.
is trying to question it before the Supreme Court. But President Duterte stood pat on his decision to abrogate even without the concurrence of Congress. Because under the law, like for example, itong commissioner appointment, cabinet secretaries have to be confirmed by the powerful commission appointment. But the moment they are appointed, they are confirmed, the president can just kick them out, without referring back to the commissioner appointment. The same with this abrogation. Itong BFA, abrogation ng mga treaties, it needs 2/3 votes of Congress. But if
To
the
concur.
president will abrogate it, I think there's no need to
There is no need,
to be
there is no
ratified again, di ba? There's no need to ratify again. So, under the law, I said that anything that is not included is deemed excluded because the law does not mention that if you abrogate the treaty or agreement, it needs congressional concurrence. Wala yan eh.
Pero Rex,
Sandali lang.
Oh.
The same is true with the commissioner appointment. The moment they are confirmed, but later on the president will kick them out because of corruption, the commissioner appointment has no more.
Pero Rex, itong
Responsibility.
BFA, anyway, the Senate already filed the protest sa Supreme Court. We'll just wait until the Supreme Court will rule on this.
Correct. But what I mean is that the president is really
Entitled.
Tama nito yung firm on his decision na it has to be abrogated even without the concurrence of Congress. Kasi hindi naman tayo abogado, but common sense speaks na anything that is not included in the law is deemed excluded. Wala naman sinabi doon sa law na after the confirmation and when the confirmed cabinet secretary is kicked out, you have to go back to commission appointment, di ba? Wala naman yan eh. Sa BFA naman, wala naman sinabi doon na when you abrogate, you have to get the clearance of Congress. But during the approval, it needs ratification by a two-third vote. So, parang gano'n ang paniniwala ko na I think the president is doing correctly, no, and legally.
Anyway, they already filed in the Supreme Court. We'll just wait until the Supreme Court will.
There's nothing that we can do except to wait. But anyway,
the president dapat irespeto na ng Kongreso. Di ba? Dapat tayo ganun eh. Ang problema sa atin, marami tayo, yung political, grandstanding, gusto magpasikat, and all this. Presidente yan eh. Di ba?
Yung sa ABS-CBN.
Dapat irespeto natin.
Anong
desisyon ng
thinking mo,
presidente.
Rex?
Ha? Sumunod tayo kung ano yung ginawa ng presidente.
because
Diba?
the president is responsible for what he is doing, for what he does and fails to do for the country. He is
Kaya,
responsible.
Sometimes too much democracy, too much freedom. Hindi maganda sa lipunan.
Correct,
Hindi maganda
correct.
sa
Sunny Boy.
gobyerno.
Abuse.
Okay, Sunny Boy.
It is abuse. Pero anyway, yung ABS-CBN, I think the NTC has given a good signal that they will be given extension before the approval of their franchise by Congress. Meron ng kanya. NTC. I don't know if that will post through. But anyway, NTC is under the office of the President. Di ba? So, anong say mo dyan, Ed, sa ABS-CBN? In your own personal opinion?
In
Ano?
my own personal opinion, pagka expired. Because they misled the public, ABS-CBN. They told the public that there were 11,000 laborers. Actually, the laborers were only more than 4,000. They published na may 11,000.
And according to a retired Chief Justice Renato Pono, it is stated in the law that upon the expiration of the franchise,
if there is no renewal, wala.
Yeah, there is no such thing as extension. It has to be approved again by Congress, yung kanilang extension. The NTC, according to former Chief Justice Pono, cannot issue extension because in the law it's very clear. Upon the expiration, they are off.
Oh,
Unless Congress will give them another franchise.
we will wait until what Supreme Court will do with the co-warranto filed by Canada.
Well, these
Hindi
are
pa
all
man na-rule ang Supreme Court.
these are all legal matters, but we have our own way. We have our own
Analyzing
respective
it.
opinion, di ba? Hindi naman sabihin mo na.
Layman's point of view.
Yeah. Correct.
So everybody is entitled to his opinion unless otherwise revised by the Supreme Court or tawag dito yung
I am not admiring Kalida because Kalida is already an old man. But I will try to watch the Supreme Court what they will do in regards to the co-warranto filed by Kalida. Tingnan lang natin. And we will read what the decision of the Supreme Court will be.
Sino bang Chief Justice niya?
Chief Justice Bersamin.
Bersamin.
Bersamin is already with GSIS.
Naku ka pala.
No.
Nasigma Kasait. He is also with the GSIS. Zamboanga Kel.
The president and
Oo nga pala,
the
si
chairman.
Makasahid, presidente na ng
General
GSIS.
manager, president and general manager.
Si Makasait. Zamboanga Kel. I heard that he will be running here for Congress daw na District 2.
But anyway, we'll go back to local issues which are very important. Ano? According to some
Relevant.
observers, the future of Zamboanga City is very uncertain. Because with all these problems of traffic congestion, overpopulation, they have not taken a solution that is, sabi natin, long-range solution.
Okay, ako niya.
Because
Zamboanga
every year,
Preciosa.
the number of vehicles is increasing. What will happen, for example, 5 years from now? Itong situation natin ngayon, all streets are congested. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what will happen to Zamboanga City?
Kaya sila Zamboanga Preciosa.
If there are no plans for the solution is development of outside areas.
To decongest.
You go to Sibugay. Sibugay, ano bang artilim noon? Anong yung Tungawan, Ipil, Naga, Kabasalan, CI, Imilda, very lousy community before. Now, it is very progressive. I was there last week. I tell you, 2 kilometers stretch of commercial center from the center of the community. Before, there were only very few houses there as a barangay in 1960s. Now, after 20 years, I tell you, 20 years after Sibugay became province, they have expanded so much. All municipalities, especially Ipil.
So, congratulations, Governor Palma.
Yeah, talaga. The roads there are very durable. Barangay roads are like highways. I don't know why they have a very durable roads.
He is a
compared
brother
with
of mine, Palma.
So it depends on the engineer. Siguro, Abe, no? What kind of engineers they have there and what kind of engineers we have
Pwede
there.
rin yan sa leaders.
Yeah, overall.
Kasi ang mga engineers, sumusunod lang sa leaders. Di ba?
Sakto.
May mga boss pa rin yan ang mga engineers na yan.
Yeah, but they are responsible for recommending to their boss what is the best type of construction that will last
So,
longer.
Ang recommendation ng boss niya, engineer, ito ang gawin mo. Balik ang recommendation. Kasi pag hindi binaliktad yung correct, walang hanap buhay.
Kaya sabi ko, Ebs, no, Ed and Sunny Boy, if there is a law na itong mga local officers natin pwede i-reshuffle, I tell you, I think Zamboanga City will be developed. But the problem is, are our local officers here acceptable to other provinces or cities? Yan ang problema. Marami tayong pag-usapan pa. Pero we are running out of time. Di ba? Kung mayroon lang law na we can reshuffle our local officials, Basilan, officials will go to Zamboanga, Zamboanga will go to Cagayan. Ang problema, hindi tanggapin ng taga Cagayan. Or Davao.
Walang tatanggap sa atin.
I tell you.
I'm afraid.
Kaya, I agree that the future of the people of Zamboanga City is very uncertain with the present political situation.
But what is certain is the future of Zamboanga City nasa kamay ng mga Zamboangueños. That is very certain, di ba?
All the residency, hindi lang Zamboangueños. Mataki
Well,
mga
actually,
tausog,
there is no-
yakan, everybody.
Spontaneous na rin yun. Nandito sa Zamboanga.
There is no problem as to whose hands, but the problem is how to develop sa mga city, regardless as who are the leaders, di ba?
Hindi
Basta,
ba,
they
Rex?
are all Filipinos, they
Hindi
are not
ba,
foreigners.
hindi ba, Rex, we have been proposing about Zamboanga Preciosa?
Yeah,
That's
in
the
fact,
only way.
before-
The only solution.
Before, it was
Hermosa.
Hermosa. Now, it was pirated by Zamboanga del Norte. That's why we opted for Preciosa, which is a better name, di ba?
Pero ang tanong ko, where are we now?
Wala. Si Preciosa malayo pa.
Because one is that our local officials are not enlightened. Even the people themselves, they are not enlightened because Zamboanga City is isolated city where the people do not have the opportunity to see other places. What they have seen here is some barangay hall and city hall. They have not seen what is
You
provincial
go to
capital.
Buena Capuk.
They have not seen what is municipal hall.
I suggest, Kuya Rex, Ed, that should be the topic.
Next
Already
Saturday.
Cup of coffee after this program.
Oh, now, if you want to know how Zamboanga will progress, you go to Buena Capuk.
Anyway, marami pa tayong pag-usapan pero kinakapos tayo ng oras. You know, 1 hour is not enough for this program, di ba? But the problem is how to pay this station. So, if your, no,
Yeah, welcome ang suggestion ni Ed, no? Welcome kayo lahat sa Buena Capo.
So I hope El Basilan Steel will win this afternoon against Davao
And
Occidental.
don't forget to read Basilan Times once a month.
Oh, so we will come back here this coming Saturday.
anyway, Sunny Boy, our usual guest, no, who is enlightened as far as issues of local interests are concerned.
Yeah, thank you so much, Colonel Rex. Thank you for the invitation. Maraming salamat din sa ating mga tagapakinig. At magkikita tayo ulit sa susunod na usapan.
Ed?
So we will be coming back this coming Saturday. Ano ko sa Pechakel? 17, 16, o
But
21.
anyway, this Pagbabago program is sponsored by following volunteers: Mr. Albert Cahayon, Mr. Ed Ferrer, John Feliciano, Mr. Ibno Torabin, Atty. Tongo Climaco, and yours truly, retired Colonel Rex Mirabiti. So thank you very much for watching and listening. Happy weekend, good morning, and God bless us all.
Ikaw ang Panginoon.
RPN, Radio Philippines Network, Radyo Ronda.